Hello, everyone. This is your professor, Adam Dunstan. I wanted to welcome you again to class and review the syllabus with you, which I know is everyone's favorite part of the semester. Just kidding, most of us hate it, but we'll get through it because the syllabus, we know, is important. I do want to apologize for not getting this up last week. We had a medical emergency in our home that was very serious and spread over several days, and so that is why I didn't have this up, in addition to just usual first weakness, but I was hoping to get it up early in the first week and did not, so I apologize. But this is the syllabus, and it is your guide to doing well in the course and is very, very useful, especially with this being an online class. It is very, very helpful to pay close attention to the syllabus. So a few things about it. Well, actually, several things about it. First of all, hi, I'm Adam Dunstan. I am a linguistic anthropologist in addition to being a cultural anthropologist. Most of my work has been with indigenous communities, specifically the Navajo or Diné, as well as border town activist groups, as well as more recently with Dena'ina communities. However, I've done a number of other projects as well, including, for example, with Latter-day Saint tourists in New York State. So that's a little bit about me. In terms of linguistically, I am kind of the school of thought I was kind of trained in is a lot of what we sometimes call sociolinguistics, as well as what we sometimes call ethnopoetry and discourse analysis. Those terms might not mean much to you yet. They will probably mean more as the course goes along. But to make it brief, I'm really interested in how groups of people use words to craft sort of stories about who they are, who other people are, and what it is that they're, sort of trying to argue for, advocate for, and especially how our knowledge systems show up in how we speak and how they blend together, because communication is this fascinating thing where when it's a conversation, all sorts of people can take part and shift the meanings all around. So it's a bit about me. Um, Best way to get in touch with me is definitely email adunstan@alaska.edu. Quick note, this for those of you who are here in Kenai, that's actually my old office building or office room. I'm now moved very recently over to another room, so if you're wanting to come visit me in person, you need to email me and oh, actually, you know what? No, I take that back. This is the updated room number. Good job, past Adam. I got the updated number on there before I released the syllabus. Good job. All right. No textbook. I don't do textbooks. All readings are online through Blackboard, found in the various folders under weekly modules. You click on them, and then you go into the week, and then you got your readings right there. If there's ever a broken link, please let me know. As you might know, on the internet, sometimes links can get broken pretty fast, and I might not be aware of it. And so please let me know if something's not working right for you. But yeah, no textbook readings. Uh, the class is divided into 14 weeks. Those 14 weeks each have readings for you to do about a specific topic. This first week it was what is linguistic anthropology. It'll have a bunch of videos by myself. I try to chunk those into, 15-minute to 30-minute pieces when possible, so they're not overly long. And then finally, there will often be something due. If something is due, it is almost always due by Saturday at midnight of that week. So our weeks run Sunday to Saturday, with Sunday being the first day when the content should be up, Saturday being the day where everything is due, if something's due. With these lecture videos, if you prefer to watch them in YouTube rather than in Blackboard, which who could blame you because Blackboard's terrible, just click on these YouTube hyperlinks and there's actually several ways to do it, but you can make this pop up over in YouTube. They also have captions available if you want or need captions. Other things about the syllabus. There is no class attendance. Again, it is a fully online class through Blackboard with videos for you to watch and assignments and readings. I will be responding back to your assignments though with feedback, and so it's not just going to be sort of throwing things out there and mysteriously getting a score and not knowing why. I will be interacting with you. It'll be through the grading process though. But if you do want to meet me and talk face to face or virtually face to face, I would absolutely love that. I love when people come to office hours, even though they never do. So this is my Zoom link if you wanted to come say hi during office hours. Here's the assignment breakdown. basically it's about half assignments and about half tests. So take the assignments seriously. The assignments, by the way, most of them are designed to give you some kind of practical skill set or practice a skill set from linguistic anthropology, such as discourse analysis or identifying linguistic relativity. Let's see. Unexcused late work is -5% per day, but I'm really generous with extensions. So if you know something's coming up, or if a true emergency came up and you couldn't let me know until after the fact, in which case let me know as soon as possible. But anyways, if something's preventing you from doing the work, and it's not just sort of sheer laziness, shoot me an email, let me know. I tend to be pretty generous with extensions. Just please, 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 on your work when you turn it in, put at the top, hey, you gave me an extension, so that I don't have to keep track of, 30 different people who might have different extensions at different times for different things. Academic honesty, don't cheat. One big thing nowadays is, of course, ChatGPT. Some classes use it because it can be a useful resource in certain contexts. In my class, ChatGPT is cheating. Don't use ChatGPT or other similar AI such as Bard. Thank you. Response time, class policy. Basically, this is pretty similar to anything you've seen in any other class. Just be respectful to each other, especially with it being online communication. Uh, Sometimes people can get a little more blunt than they normally would in person. So just, you know, be respectful. Also, be thoughtful in how you talk about the cultures we're talking about. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. By no means do I mean that. Just be thoughtful about it. Don't say stuff you wouldn't say if somebody from that culture was standing right in front of you. Um, Especially because for all you know, somebody is, right? We're a culturally diverse university, and you really don't know if somebody from that community is literally sitting right across from you. So just, be thoughtful, be considerate. These are the learning outcomes and how they relate to the different tests and assignments so that you can see that, it's not just busy work. This is a link to a bunch of extra policies that I didn't put in because we do this at KPC so that our syllabi aren't like 37 pages long. Just kidding. But seriously, there's a bunch of policies there you can click on and a bunch of like contact info and stuff for KPC resources. This is the reading guide and also the topic and when things are due guide. So this chronological outline is your best friend. It'll tell you the basic structure and outline of the course and the readings. If there are changes, I will let you know. A lot of times the readings are hyperlinked from the syllabus as well, but sometimes they're not because it's like a PDF rather than a website. You'll notice that a lot of the websites are from a lot of the readings are from a website called sapiens.org. If you're wondering what that is, that's basically a website where professional anthropologists, professors or applied anthropologists or different experts in anthropology go on there and take what's usually a really long article or a really long book or a really in-depth study and turn it into like a 3 to 5 page, basically, mini essay written in pretty much accessible language about that topic. So it's a really good website, especially for a class like this, to expose you to a lot of really, really cool anthropological research, but to do it without having to read like 50 pages of some obscure book written 80 years ago that's really hard to understand because they only spoke in jargon. I try to keep the readings below 25 pages. That's something I feel strongly about for intro level courses. And hopefully that makes it so that we actually can do the readings and that you can really sink your teeth into it. We'll cover this week, we're covering sort of structure of what language is. Then we'll talk about a theory called linguistic relativism. Then we'll get into my favorite stuff, discourse analysis and translation. And then that's kind of unit 2. And then at the end of it, there's a test. The tests are timed. They're through Blackboard. You can use your slides. You can use the readings. You cannot use anything else. So the slides and the readings from Blackboard, nothing else, don't work together. It's meant to be for yourself. And then we'll have a second a second unit, language and power, and then a third unit, applying linguistic anthropology. So the first several weeks are kind of focused in different ways on the idea of like how language creates and negotiates meaning, people's like worldviews and understandings. The second unit is kind of how language mediates and affects and is affected by power dynamics and social relationships. So that's where you get things like ethnicity, race, hierarchy, internets, activism, etc. And then the third unit is about different practical applications of linguistic anthropology with a really heavy, not entire focus, but majority focus on language preservation and revitalization of endangered languages, which is a huge, huge topic in Alaska, as well as across the world, but certainly in Alaska. If you're going to be doing if you want to be doing any sort of applied linguistic work, you really should be focusing on this. And so, as a major area to know about. And so there you go. That is the syllabus. I hope you've enjoyed this syllabus review. I hope it was only mildly painful. Maybe like a 3 on the painful scale from 1 to 10. And I hope that you have just a fantastic semester. I truly, truly, truly do love this subject. And if there's anything I can do to make the course better for you, I hope that you'll reach out to me and let me know. Thank you.